Chris, are we live?
Yes, we are, Will.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are back to another Talks of the Table. I am Will from The High Five
And Chris.
And Chris, we are back with none other than the Phenom himself. Marcio Barboza is in the house, looking like an absolute tank, I might add. Feeling strong, I heard. Just took a little dip in a cold plunge. Coming back like Mr. Freeze himself. Marcio, welcome back to Knuckles Up. How are you feeling, brother?
Thank you, Estapayes. It's good to be back, Another one right in my backyard, so can't wait.
Yeah. So obviously, big match coming up. Yordan Tsonev, all the way from Bulgaria. Now, obviously, is age going to be a factor? He's younger, he's hungry, but the Phenom is still here, and that is what the title of today is all about. Will he be able to do it? Are you ready? Are you healed? Marcio, I know you said that you wanted this match maybe a couple months from now because you're gaining all your strength back. Things are coming along. Couple aches, couple tweaks, but I know when the lights turn on that it becomes a different human being on the table. Are we going to see the same and more improved person from Knuckles Up 1 on September 14th?
Like you said, that's always the plan. The plan is to go there and execute. But I'm hoping to get all the pieces together. I mean, I'm still healing. I should be able to be in a decent shape when the date comes.
Yeah. I know it's definitely gonna be a tough match. For any of you guys listening, first of all, welcome to another live here with Chris and myself, Will from The High Five and Knuckles Up. We're talking about is September 14th, Knuckles Up 4. Marcio Barboza, Yordan Tsonev, the main headlining match of the night. It's going to be an absolute war. I mean, maybe it won't be. Maybe Marcio will just flash pin him 1, 2, 3, and it's done. I mean, that would be incredible.
I wish that would be. Oh my, that'll be really great. But I don't think so. I think Yordan, it's a stud. I've been watching him for years. He's always been super good, very solid. Um, he's the real deal.
Oh yeah, 100%. And all of the gentlemen we're bringing over from Bulgaria. We have obviously Svetan Gashevsky and Plemin is coming as well. It's going to be absolutely crazy because something that those guys do over there is they know how to train, right? And Marcio, if you could just let the people know, because we've talked about this many times, the way that these Europeans treat training is different than how we do over here. Am I correct?
Yes, definitely. Every nation they have a different way of training. I mean, especially the Bulgarians, they have their own style. I mean, some of them pull every day. I mean, mostly the young guys, they pull every day. Different genetics also.
Oh yeah,
they can do it.
100%.
And to that point, I think we've kind of noticed the commonality with specifically Bulgarians and their endurance. Do you think that's going to play a big factor in this match? Is this kind of when you want to get in and out and you don't want to kind of stay in the center of the table with him?
I mean, if I'm ready, I'm ready, I don't mind anything, but yeah, definitely all those Bulgarians, they have they've been known for their endurance. I mean, Yordan, it's himself, it's incredible. You got a lot of great endurance. He's very solid, like I said. I mean, all of them, they're all gonna be in that,
Yeah, I know your fellow teammate and sometimes training partner, Jason. He obviously he's going to have a big match with Jumink Young, but he's excited. He wants to get on the table with Plemin and feel him out because if he had won his previous match against Mario Tambakis, he would be the one pulling Plemin. So I think Mario's got a massive match ahead of him, right? But as you had said, all those guys train absolute animals over there, and such as yourself. Now, did I not hear, and I don't think I'm quoting this wrong, that you used to train with the inside of bike tires because you didn't have rubber bands?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so guys, those things don't even stretch.
Yeah.
I
You
I
need a break.
I used to train that when I was on my early 20s.
That's
Yeah, I used to
awesome.
do that. That was my way to train. We didn't have the bands that we have today, so
Yeah,
those are the ones that I used back then. They
that's.
worked.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
is he
go
going to be busting them out? Is
ahead.
if I come to your basement, Marcio, is there just a bunch of just trash tires all over the
No,
place?
no.
Chains.
Chains, tires, like boulders,
Mhm.
Uh,
pieces of
there's some
I-beam.
things for sure, but no, none of those stuff anymore. You know,
That is a good question,
they
though.
were great back in the day.
Is
Oh
there
yeah.
anything specific you're going to be doing for Yordan?
Um, I my goal now is to be a little bit healthier. Right,
Mhm.
I'm going towards to that goal. Um, my preparation, like I said, no excuses. But I would like to have more time. Jordan is it's a very tough opponent, if I can say like that. To
Mhm.
me, he's one of the I respect him a lot. He's one of the best in that 110, 115 kg in the world. He's probably a top three, top couple. He's right
Mhm.
there with a lot of the good ones that we've been seeing. You know, like I
No,
saw him beating Sandris. Controlling the match all the time. Sandris was a WAF world champion in that 110 kg, and you know, he had wins on Longarbayev. I'm not sure. He had great matches with Petrenko also, but back in the day, not sure how they would match up today. But
mhm.
yeah, Jordan is really good.
No,
So my goal is to just be very healthy. Sometimes I don't know, I'm a weirdo too. So I get out of the couch and I go to a practice, and everybody says that I'm strong, same way, but I don't know. So
Is
I've been back training not too long ago, and have some soreness, some pain. My job is very physical. Kind of it takes more to recover also, so I have to train smart, you know. And but the plan is to be super ready.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
terms of health, like, is there any specific weight that you're kind of trying to come in at? I think he's usually competing at that 110, 115 kg.
No, I don't. Healthy to me is the most important thing. The weight don't really matter. I mean, Jordan is about like I think he was one. He's been 115 for a little while. Kg.
mm,
He's tall. He's like 6'4", 6'5". I don't know. Is that
all
one
right.
255 or something like that? He's around that range. I'm
I
like
mean, I
I
don't
weigh,
know.
I'm like 246. I weigh today after a long
I
time.
saw that. I
240,
saw that picture of
246.
him on his story. He's looking
Oh yeah,
beefy.
yeah, he is very
He's
beefy.
looking
Yeah,
very
we all
beefy.
can't be as chiseled as Marcio
No,
though.
we all can't have a six pack like Marcio does. No, it's great to hear, Marcio, that you're taking your health and coming into this math healthy important, right? It's
Mhm.
unfortunate. We've seen a lot of pullers overseas having lots of issues prepping for their matches. They're not feeling well. Um, Now, the reason why I want to bring that up is, would you say, because you've traveled obviously all the way over to East vs West, you've been to Turkey, you've been all over the world. Would you say that you'll be more prepared because you don't have to travel far, right? You're in your backyard, you can eat the
Mhm.
normal foods you're eating and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, that helps a lot. I mean,
Yeah,
that's a plus right there. Um, yeah, my last East versus West, I wasn't really well prepared. I was like with a month of training, but that's not the excuse. It was just the cold that I get before and sinus infection. I was on antibiotics by that time, and it it plays
yeah,
a big problem. But Petrenko is incredible right now. So
yeah.
I don't know, but for this one, I just wanted to be able to be healthy. I won't be super trained, but long as if I'm healthy, I think I should be okay.
Yeah, definitely. Now, obviously, we've talked many times, with it's now well over 30 years of experience, right? Arm wrestling.
Yep.
Do you think physically, right? It seems the community is saying that both of you guys are maybe not exactly the same strength level. Some people think you're a lot stronger. Some people think he might just have a stronger structure at the moment. But do you think that your table IQ and your years in the sport may allow you to find an avenue that he wasn't expecting you to hit?
Mm, I gotta feel first. I gotta see how he feels. Yeah, I have a lot of. I'm not gonna have many options against him. I mean, I know how he pulls, how he push. Um, his hook is great. You know, his drag hook, his pushing strength, pushing down strength is good. His endurance is great. So there is not much, you know, you can
Yeah,
do. It's hard to top row him. That's for sure. You know, his
yeah.
curling ability is really good. So I'm gonna have to deal with when I face him. But there's
So
not much ways to. You just gotta face it. You know,
so we're not going to see the same wham wham like you had against Pablo.
you never know. I mean, I mean, it's gonna be a little difficult because Pablo was forcing. Like I was trying to guess him out a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, so in the first match, we had a long hook match
Mhm.
with it started like 3 times. It was a very long match, and after that, Pablo was breathing. He was breathing heavily,
Hmm.
way more heavily than me. I was a little bit tired too, but he was a bit more.
Gotcha.
So he was
Well,
heavier too. So that plays a little bit.
oh yeah.
He's strong in the beginning, but then he goes down faster, I believe.
And guys, if you have any questions, obviously, please add them in the chat. We do have one here from James Clark. Is there a weight cap? There is not a weight cap for this match, but as we just mentioned, most likely both of them will be around the 240 to 260 maximum range. Marcio said he's a little in the mid 240s right now. I think Yordan, to be honest, if it were my guess, and this is just a testament to Marcio, right, is he is going to take this match as serious as ever, right? Because it's a proving ground for him, right?
Exactly.
Yes, he's been a champion, right? But he hasn't been able to be in the spotlight for whatever reasons. And now that we're giving this opportunity, he knows that this is going to be a very serious match for him. And Marcio, as we have said, right, is, essentially the gatekeeper of the greats, right? He's been around for 30 years. He's been there. He's done that. So I wouldn't be surprised if Yordan comes in at 270 pounds.
Yeah.
So, but as Jess and Marcio said, that might end up, he might be winded a little bit quicker.
I hope so.
Yeah. See, there you go.
He can come
Let's
as
get
heavy as he can. He wants, it
come a
don't matter to me.
300-pound Yordan huffing and puffing.
Yeah, exactly.
He's became a super heavyweight. He's been, I think he's been doing well in super heavyweight. I think he likes it. He has the frame. He's tall. I
Yeah.
mean, you could do a lot of damage, to be honest.
Yeah.
If that match with Dave Shapey happened and Knuckles up one, I don't know what would happen in that match.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. We might have to run that one back.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it might be his name instead of Camille's that everyone knows.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
Yeah.
I know we have one good question, Chris. Do you want to address Jack Goldfarb here? Had a question, a great question actually, about how we treat King's moves at Knuckles Up.
Yeah, so definitely good question. So essentially the way it works is we give the opportunity when they're in that defensive King's move to get up. We kind of give them that like 2 or 3 count from the ref to say, hey, if you don't get up, you're going to end up getting foul for it. If they don't get up, then obviously they'll be given, not a foul, a warning. And then if they continue to progress, then they'll end up having to get a foul and it'll restart the match.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. I don't think, Marcio, are we going to see a King's move?
That would be crazy.
Probably not. You never know. But it's not my thing. I don't really like it. But
I think the internet would break if they saw Marcio in a King's move.
For sure.
Michael Todd will be like, hey, that's my move.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's pressing now, so I think even that is like...
Yeah, absolutely crazy. Wait, Marcio's pressing now?
No. Michael Todd.
Oh, Michael Todd. Yeah, Michael Todd's pressing him out. That's actually a really good question. So Marcio, if you were to say, right, because you're a very well-rounded athlete, but if you were to say you have one ace move or one ace attribute about your style of arm wrestling, what would that be?
I mean, in the beginning, it was explosiveness, like on a goal, like a straight shot. I was much quicker when I was younger. Um,
Okay.
a lot of back pressure and hand control, a lot of rising in the beginning, and then hit to the side. Really good.
You know what the scary
Like
part
being,
is when he was younger. I mean,
Oh,
he's still lightning
you
fast.
should see pictures of
yeah.
Marcio when he was like what 18, I think, when you had like one Worlds. He literally looked like he was gonna go on a stage. It was insane.
I know. But I mean, I'm sure you're not as fast as you used to be, but Marcio, you're still very fast.
But yeah,
Not
so
bad.
we did have some other questions here. So are we thinking about if we should legalize the, I guess, King's move is the question. So yeah, I think honestly, right, it's tough because you're going to try to create essentially rules to work around it. And I think one of the main things is, right, if their arm is straight, that kind of also plays a role there, right, where it's like it's at their own risk, honestly, at a certain point. And then we also have another question by Savage Arm Wrestling Levi. Yeah, so if they continue to play up and down that line, we do put a lot of trust in our referees, and they are very sensible. So they know, like, hey, if that person continues to go into the King's move and keeps trying to abuse that rule, then it will result in a foul.
Yeah, under ref discretion. Mm-hmm. Now, Marcio, because you have been in the sport for 30 years, obviously, and also it's a testament, right? Over 50 years old, still crushing it. We're seeing that in the sport more and more, right? John still pulling. Devin now, I believe, is officially 50 now. Devin is, right? Yeah, I think he turned 50.
Devin's 49, I think.
Oh, he's 49. Okay, so Devin's just about to turn 50. Now, that being said, your career, obviously, we're not looking at another 20, 30 years of your career, right? But what are some of the names, right? Let's say this match goes the way you want it to. You take down Yordan Tsonev. You've been there, you've done that, right? So what's left for you? What's itching? What are you wanting? Is there a specific person? Is there a specific competition, a match? Is there anything that you're like, you know what, I want to run this back. I want to have this match again, or I really wanted to pull X, Y, and Z?
Well, I always the most important match for me is always my next match. That's why it's so important to be at their best, so you will know, if you can progress from that or not. If a step ahead or a step back, but it'd be always good to pull a match that I should pull that I wanted to pull back, maybe. If I'm prepared well, Todd Hutchings for sure. John Brozink. I mean, what else? Maybe Krasimir.
He's tickling my itches.
I was gonna say those are two of the biggest matches for me. It's the UAL against, I believe, UAL against Marcio and John, and then you have the WAL Krasi versus Marcio.
It's the Krasi match for me all day long. I got a hint of it at Knuckles Up 1 when he jumped on the table.
Oh yeah.
If we should release the footage of me absolutely screaming, and Ozzy was like, "What the hell is wrong with it?" I'm like, "This is happening." It was like deja vu. It was fantastic.
Actually, Krasi is one of my favorite arm wrestlers. I follow his career since he was very young, like a kid, like he was a teenager. He was winning awards in juniors, and he's always been great. Been great for the sport.
Yeah, definitely a stand-up guy. It seems like too. Class act, and one hell of an arm wrestler.
Yeah,
he's great.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. That's a match that I definitely think we maybe Knuckles Up 5.
Maybe if we're lucky.
Chat. What do you guys say? Anybody live on Instagram or YouTube? Knuckles Up 5. Marcio versus Krasimir. Run it back one more time. Who stands on the table at the end? We'll get a special award just for that one.
Exactly.
Oh, that would be epic. That would be fantastic.
So
go
Levi,
ahead.
No, go ahead. I was going to say Levi does have a quick question. So in terms of the hook that you're going to go in with Yordan, are you thinking about going kind of down deep into the hook, or are you looking more as like a high hook?
Who's asking this? Asking to me?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
don't know, guys. You want me
Don't
to
want to
say
give
all
away
the
all
secret? I don't know. A hook is a hook. It depends what I feel there. I can go down there. I can say hi. Depends. I need to see what I'm. I don't. I never grab his hand, or I have no idea what I'm gonna face. How strong he is. I have an idea. My basics are by what I had seen in the videos, but never. You know,
So
not even
that's
shake hands with the
that.
guy.
Now, we see it with a lot of people, right? You're going to be at dinner with him. Are you going to shake his hand or are you not going to shake his hand?
Yeah.
Are you going to get a little grip up or are you just going to just leave it to the day of the match?
It don't matter. I have no problem shaking his hand or anything.
I
I'm
do
good.
find that to be sometimes ridiculous. People are like, they won't even touch their opponent.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
let them
yeah,
know. Like, if you're prepared, you're prepared, right?
yeah.
But no, I think that would be absolutely fantastic. Now, Marcio, Knuckles Up 4, September 14th. We have an incredible card. You've seen all the matches. Do any of them excite you, or does one of them stick out for you other than your own match?
Oh, the match that I'm most excited about is, to be honest, is my match. I can tell you that I'm very excited to pull him. Like I said, I don't know. I'm gonna be in a decent shape. I would love to have more time to prepare for him because it's a big challenge. I have a lot of respect for the guy, and I know we can bring the heat in this
Yeah.
match. And besides that, I don't know. You can ask me. Remind me of some of. I mean, Jason's match is always good. I'm not sure about his opponent. I haven't seen much videos. I think I saw one video of that guy.
Mhm.
I don't know Shark versus Ryan. How that's gonna play. You know,
There's also the Robbie Russell against Svetan Gashevsky.
Yeah.
that's that's probably a good match to watch. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one to watch. Because, but we'll see how it's gonna play.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
gonna
And
be a tough match. I think it's gonna be a long match.
it's definitely going to be one of those where Robbie really wants to prove that he is, a force to be reckoned with here in the
Yeah.
United States. And then,
Well, he got a good test
oh
ahead of
yeah,
him. Even though Svetan is only 180 pounds guy, he's 180, 185 max,
yeah,
and Robbie Russo he's definitely a force. He's super strong. He's like a 210-pound guy, super strong. Um, he just need to deal with that kind of style.
yeah. It's definitely a tough one for
It's
sure.
very, very difficult to deal with it. If he trains for that, I mean, I'm sure he got a strong hand, strong wrist. He just need to know how to deal with that.
Definitely. Well, we do
I
have
hope he
one
does.
question. Go ahead. Sorry, Marcio. Go ahead.
No, I said I hope he does.
Oh
I
yeah,
hope he's ready for it.
I think he will be. But we do have a question here from Instagram from Flame78 Arm.
Yeah, it's Nadia.
That's right. I couldn't tell by the little image. Hey, what's up, Nadia? Nadia Wolchinski is asking, do you think you'll have a problem to pin Yordan in those last 2 inches before the pin pad?
No. I mean, it depends. I mean, depend how strong he is over there.
Yeah.
But there are certainly things that you have to have ready for that. I know what
Yeah.
she means with that. Who knows,
Yeah.
Like they say in Europe, table will show.
Yeah, that's right. The real question is, Marcio, do you have quality?
I do have quality.
No, fantastic. That's actually a really good question. Have you ever gripped up or felt Hermes at all?
I don't think we did. I think we grabbed, but nah, nothing major. Like,
Nothing serious, yeah.
no,
Yeah,
he's super strong, obviously,
yeah.
but
He's incredible.
no,
Yeah.
nothing serious.
Wow, Caroline, thank you so much. Caroline here on our YouTube just gifted 5 memberships, and that's a great segue. Guys, if you are on our YouTube and if you are on our Instagram, please follow our premium YouTube channel where we release secret content from matches and Knuckles Up 1, 2, and 3. We're going to have some more instructional videos coming out soon, some drops from some selective merch, and you guys will be the first ever people outside of those who are at the event to vote to see what secret matches you want to see. Marcio, now you know that that's how we do things, right? It was a little tradition that started on the first one because Jason wouldn't shut up about pulling Nonist out on the left arm, right? So now that you know that this pool exists, is there any left arm matches you might be interested in seeing, or some matchups with cross from one super match to another?
What do you mean, a left arm?
Yeah, on the left arm or anything, I mean, if they're not dead, from their match. Like, for example, let's say you just absolutely smoke Yordan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to pull again and pull with somebody else?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I don't think anybody else could pull with Marcio. That's a terrible example, Marcio. But the point is, let's say you have 2 guys on our card.
In respect of Yordan, I think I'll be tired, but unless I pull him, for fun.
Yeah.
Not for fun, but for fun,
Yeah, of course.
I could do that. His lefty is great also. He's good in both arms.
Yeah.
I have that little problem in the shoulder. Maybe it will heal by the time I have to pull. In practice, I'm fine.
Yeah, sure. Well, and I think that's one thing that people don't
tournaments,
understand.
I'm not sure. Or
the level between practice, tournaments, and now super matches. It's a whole nother level, right?
That's why I'm still scared to do it on the left because of that pain. In practice, I don't use the whole thing.
Yeah. When was the last time you had a left-handed super match?
I believe it was in Turkey like 2 years ago.
That wasn't against Tobias, was it?
No, it was against.
I think he was also Turkish.
Sahib, a Turkish guy.
Yeah, you pulled him first, then you pulled
Turkish national champ in 110 kg, I believe. Yeah, I believe it was my last. I don't remember anything else after that.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, that's fantastic. But I totally understand where you're coming from. Like, when you have that little nagging injury, right? You don't want to push it too far. Like, it's not your money arm, you know what I mean? And all that type of things. But all I can say is I am super, super excited about Knuckles Up 4. We're going to be having a ton of people, obviously, there. For those of you guys who don't know, Don Underwood will be in the house. He'll be interviewing you guys after your matches. He'll be talking to the people in the crowd. Of course, the Aussie arm wrestler himself. And Big Laz Lawrence Shawlight is joining the commentating team coming from World's Strongest Man. So I think that's going to be cool, bringing up a new face and a new talent to everything we do. Now, Marcio, you obviously have been to the new venue, the Barrymore Film Center, right? You saw what it's like. We're trying to do things bigger, better than ever before. Now, you're back, Knuckles Up 4. Are we going to see you at Knuckles Up 5?
Most likely.
Most likely is damn right. You tell him, Marcio. You tell him. The Phenom is not done, right? He has just started. I feel like it's one of those, like, you can't not.
That's when I'm going to be better on the number 5. Number 5, like, when I have more time to train and prepare very well.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. And the chat, they've definitely responded to that Krasy idea.
Yeah.
So I think, you know what, Marcio, if you just send them a text message, just say, hey, January. Now, did we release the date to the public yet?
I don't think so. Yeah, just to the athletes.
Just to the athletes. Well, let's just say at the end of January. We definitely got to make that happen. So, Marcio, just shoot him a little text. Say, hey, start training for the end of January. We should definitely do this again, and then we'll make it happen. It'll be good. Great. I think that'll be a good time. But Marcio, obviously, we want to thank you so much for hopping on tonight. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to the community. They're excited about your match with Yordan Tsonev on September 14th at Knuckles Up 4. If you have any words, because I know he's going to be watching. He's been paying attention. The floor is yours. Give a message to your opponent, Yordan Tsonev.
Don't disappoint me, Yordan. I'm expecting you to be strong.
I'm going to clip that and put it on Instagram. Yes, and more yes. Guys, we're going to stay on for a couple minutes as we did last week. We're going to talk a little bit of updates with the Arnold Classic, which also, Marcio, we're doing round robins at the Arnold Classic. We're doing super matches, so you might just have to come to Columbus. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. You might get another photo with Arnold Schwarzenegger himself. You never know.
Crazy, that'd be great.
But Marcio, thank you so much for joining in tonight. We will see you soon, and we're going to have Yordan hopefully on the podcast as well. So stay tuned for that one. Get in the chats, Marcio. Mess with his head a little bit.
All right.
All right, Marcio. Thank you so much for joining. We'll talk to you soon.
Good night.
All right, guys. Knuckles up.
Yes, love it. All right, guys. So as I had mentioned, that is it. Yordan Tsonev, Marcio Barboza, Chris. Yes. Yordan Tsonev, Marcio Barboza. You know what? We've been working since Knuckles Up 1 to get Yordan over here. Guys, you don't understand. As Marcio had mentioned, Yordan was supposed to be pulling Dave Chafee at Knuckles Up 1. It fell through. I believe it was a visa issue, right? We just couldn't get the visas squared away. Right? But we're all set. And from what I hear, he's got a visa. He's all, I'm saying from what I hear. What I know is he has his visa. Yeah, he's ready to go. We are super, super pumped about that. But guys, you do not want to miss it. Knuckles Up 4. Our Eventbrite is officially live. Chris, can they click the link in our Instagram bio?
Yes, they can.
They can click the link in our Instagram bio, get your in-person tickets there, and get your pay-per-views as well.
That is correct. Yes, you should be able to see them both in our link tree.
That's it, guys. So if you're in the YouTube live, if you're on the Instagram live, go to our Instagram, click the link in our bio, go to the link tree. It'll bring you right to Eventbrite. If you are in the New Jersey area, you want to be there in person. And, of course, get your pay-per-views now. And I'm just saying, I know Aussie Arm Wrestler and Big Laws might have some codes out there to get a little discount on that pay-per-view. So you definitely want to hit them up. Give them some support because they're doing great things for the arm wrestling community. But I just want to read it one more time. Marcio Barboza, ASMR.
Yes.
It's going to be crazy.
And it's interesting, too, right? Because we have them all coming in together. They're all ready to go. You have Plowman that's coming to pull Mario.
Smackdown.
Have you seen the lifts that Mario has been putting up? Has been ridiculous.
He is taking this match seriously. I will say this. Now that the match already happened, I was pulling for Jason Merlo. Come on. Let's be real. I know we're promoters and we're not supposed to pick sides, but how can you not pick one of your best buds who's incredible at arm wrestling? And USA all the way, baby. Have you guys been watching the Olympics? We're taking down them gold. But that being said, when Mario came in, I was impressed. Chris, I knew he was strong. I knew that he had, wicked side pressure. But I was very impressed in the style in which he won that match. And once he found out that night that he's going to be pulling Plemon, he said right then and there, he goes, "Oh, I got to get stronger."
I don't know if he said it like that, but
I was close enough. Don't make me pull out my Don Underwood impression.
Oh God, that is the best.
But yeah, it's going to be absolutely crazy, guys. It's going to be one hell of a night. I did want to mention once again, we are bringing arm wrestling back to the Arnold Classic 2025. Click all of the, go to www.thehighfiveaw.com to see all of the schedule of all of the Arnold Classic qualifiers that are going on across the globe. Let me restate that again, across the globe. We have them in the United States. We have one in Canada. We have one in Poland. We have one we already had one, in Korea. We're working on Japan. We're working on Germany. Chris, we're working on Puerto Rico as well.
Working on the Philippines.
So guys, we are trying to cover the map in a sea, a tidal wave, a tsunami of purple. Side note, for all you guys who are still watching, we did not plan to match, but we did.
It's hard not to.
Sometimes. I picked him up and I was like, "Are you That is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. We're just basically we're psychics at this point. We look at the chats, we say they want this match, and then you know what? It happens. But if you guys are still in the chat, hit us with some questions. Let us know what you guys want to see on Knuckles Up. And did I just see, is that Matei Schlitt? Arm power?
No. That's Luke.
Can't tell by Luke. Oh, hey, his photo from this far away also. So, I mean, he must have a huge arm.
Yes, he's
But
also very strong.
It looked like for me from here that it was Matej Schlick's
I
photo.
think he pulled 198 at the recent what they call it, Worlds Nationals. I mean, yeah,
Fantastic. But yeah, Mario is super. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, guys, we are super, super, super excited about this upcoming event. Maria is in the house.
Yes.
What's up, Maria? I know Martin was in there as well. James Clark, some of our regulars. We appreciate all of you guys coming in here. It means the world to us and spreading the word of what we do here at Knuckles Up and the High Five.
Yep.
Now,
we did have some updates actually that I can kind of let the general public know about the upcoming event, right? So, in the past we had the event around 5 p.m. We are moving it to 1 p.m. now, trying to make it more accessible for the different viewers that are watching in Europe and other parts of the world, right? Also, additionally, our after poll will be at the event. So, as soon as we kind of cut the cameras and we have that secret match that you guys at home will have to get our membership to watch, then we're just going to roll out the tables and you guys will get an opportunity to front row seat poll with the people on the card, right? Which everyone's dying to do. And then from there, we're going to figure out an after party thing that's going to be pretty awesome. So definitely stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I'm super, super, super pumped about that. You totally took me off my train of thought, Chris. I was about to bring something up, and you just cut the legs from underneath me.
It's all good. Here, while you think of that thought, let me just go through real quick.
Oh, let them know about the qualifiers.
Yes.
You know what? Damn it, Chris. I might be only 30, turning 31, but my brain is like a 70-year-old.
That is too funny. So yes, in terms of our qualifiers, right? Like Will had mentioned, we just had the one in Korea. We ended up finalizing the tournament that's going to be at Helka in Poland. That's going to be on the 11th. And actually, this weekend is going to be the first one in the U.S. in Arizona with Scottsdale, Arizona, with Arm Sports Entertainment with Tim Talmadge, right? Then we go into later on into next month. We're going to have the VAL, the attrition. That's going to be the 24th, and then we end up rolling into September, right around the corner from Knuckles Up. We're going to have the skirmish for September 7th by 98. Then we roll later on into the month. The 28th is the King of the Tri-State, right? And then we end up going a little bit south of us here in Florida is also the 28th with Pro Gear Arm Wrestling that you'd see with Mikey Olivia. Then you have actually just around the corner, Florida is October 5th, and then his Indiana qualifier, both are going to be on the 28th. Yes, James Clark, good question. So compared to before, I believe last time Arnold's were top 4 qualify, we're going to make it top 3 just because we're going to have 3 left and right to qualify. So again, a lot of people, I know you kind of put all your eggs in one basket going to one qualifier, but we tried to make it kind of per capita so that there was a lot more concentration of qualifiers, but there was also a lot of concentration of people. So,
yeah, and it's one of those things like if you're in the United States, right, there's enough of them that if you make it to one and you, let's say, don't qualify, it would probably be a manageable drive to get to the next one, right, if you live on the East Coast, the West Coast. So definitely worth, I mean, hey, make it your first one, whoop everybody's ass, and then make it to the Arnold. And that's, that's up to you guys to do. But I remembered what I was going to say.
Nice. All right, what was it?
So, I do want to say it's open. Oh, she's already in the house.
Yes.
I didn't see you on the thing. I was staring at Chris. Sorry. So, for all of you guys that are going to be in the Orlando area this week, you're going to see these beautiful faces.
Yeah, I don't know if they're beautiful, but you'll see our faces.
You'll see our faces. Whether they're beautiful or not, we'll leave it up to you. Yeah. But you will be seeing us at the Sarah Backman Classic.
Yes.
August 3rd, correct?
Yes.
It starts at 1 o'clock, ends at 4.
Correct. Yeah.
At the Harley Davidson it's in Orlando. I'm sure there's a specific region of it. But we are super, super excited to be going down there. We're going to be support not just amazing arm wrestlers, Sarah, Makio, but their tournament and just the community in general. Got to get a little suntan on these forearms. Unfortunately, we decided that I will not be competing. So,
that's again for his best interest. He is coming back from
for their best interest because they know that will be whooping some ass.
Yeah,
Tell him, Chris. You tell him.
Yes, he's feeling very strong left, but we have some bigger.
They're not pumping me up enough, Chris.
It's tough because I am also not a strong left. But your left feels amazing. It's like a brick wall.
Yeah, damn right.
We did have a question that we just want to go back to Armwrestling Showcase. Yes. So in regards to the actual for the arm, we're going to be announcing that in the next few months. We should be able to announce essentially like awards that we have planned for that as well. In terms of timing, we're just trying to find the hours to sleep, but we're prioritizing those up for at the moment real quick. But
yeah, exactly.
Like I said, there's qualifiers around the corner, so get the one near you.
Yep, exactly. So we are super pumped about it. But guys, I'll just end it. Oh, by the way, Greg is in the house, right? He's at Armwrestling. Mm-hmm. What's happening, Greg? We just want to say, obviously, thank you, obviously, for all of the support from all of you guys. It means the world, and obviously for giving the subscriptions and just everything that you guys do. We wouldn't be able to do it without each and every one of you. Keep liking, commenting, subscribing. If you don't follow us on Instagram, please do. It's the High Five Armwrestling. And yeah, we're just gonna keep doing our thing, cranking out these events, putting on these incredible matches for each and every one of you. Audio is cutting out. Well, that sucks. Well, on that note,
we're gonna cut out.
Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen, and we will see you soon. Stay tuned for our next Talks to the Table post. Should be coming out in the next couple days. So, peace.